You lost me a little bit with your support of Kemp, but let me tell you this.
Not supportive of Kemp.
Some of his policies.
I mean, that's some misinformation. You cannot like me, but don't lie on me.
At a certain point, these are black men and women, and in particular, these are black women. Like on some real G shit. It doesn't matter how you feel about her personally, but you cannot take the truth and be mad at who tells it to you. So just chill, bruh. Shut the up.
Did Killer Mike just shut down The View on Live TV? Because what went down wasn't just spicy, it was nuclear. Picture this. The View, mid-broadcast, all eyes on rapper and activist Killer Mike. Now, he's no stranger to tough convos, but what Sunny Hostin tried to pull? Straight up ambush territory. Just weeks after the Grammys, where Mike made headlines with a shocking temporary arrest, Sunny decided to open the floodgates, dragging that legal drama right into the spotlight before even asking her question. But here's the twist no one saw coming. Killer Mike didn't flinch. He clapped back, hard. What followed was one of the most epic, composed, and cutting pieces of pushback the show's ever seen. And believe me, it wasn't just TV, it was a mic drop moment on national airwaves. And the wild part? There's a deeper story behind this tension. I did some digging, and what I found paints a way bigger picture. From the political chess games behind the scenes to the quiet brewing storm between media narratives and outspoken voices like Mike's. If you're a Run the Jewels fan like me, or just love when someone flips the script on mainstream TV, this is one showdown you have to see. Because The View tried to corner him, and Killer Mike flipped the whole damn table.
What I'm going to ask you is, there was an incident at the Grammys. Mm-hmm. It led to you being taken out in handcuffs and arrested. That was wrong. Obviously, it's an ongoing legal matter, so I don't know how much you can say about it.
Well, as a prosecutor, you know I can't say it.
You can't say much. But can you just give us some sort of description? Because people are they're talking too much.
I think the backstage was overcrowded. I think the winners were exuberant. And I think security got a little overzealous, and that's all. It's water under the bridge for me. Yeah. But I'd like to say all of my heroes have been in handcuffs. Malcolm, Martin, Mandela, Medgar. So,
Was Sunny Hostin trying to ambush Killer Mike on live TV? Because what she pulled felt less like journalism and more like a trap. Fresh off his Grammy wins, and right after that viral arrest clip hit the internet, Mike showed up to The View. And instead of celebrating his success, Sunny dove straight into the legal drama he legally couldn't even talk about. She's a lawyer. She knew exactly what she was doing. Let's be real. The arrest? Just a minor scuffle backstage. But the optics? Brutal. Handcuffed and escorted out? Fans were stunned. It was messy, but not criminal. And as soon as that topic was dropped, Alyssa Farah Griffin jumped in to spotlight Mike's politics, especially his work with Black communities. Coincidence? Yeah, right. This wasn't an interview. It was a takedown attempt. But Killer Mike? Calm, sharp, unbothered. He didn't fold. He owned the moment. And The View? They got served their own medicine, cold.
You got some attention recently for being somewhat critical of President Biden, saying you weren't ready to endorse him yet. What's your holdup there?
What's my holdup? Well, first of all, I think everyone should focus on hyper-local. We get caught up in the soap opera of federal elections, and that's fine. But if you are concerned with the federal election, you don't know who your city council or your wardsman is, you don't know who your mayor is, and you don't have a good list of state representatives or governor, then you're just a part of whoever wins the Super Bowl or fanfare. Right. So my most important election is going to be in about a year and a half for who's my mayor going to be. I think that Andre Dickens is doing a great job around housing in Atlanta, and I don't want that to be lost. Even though we have a Republican governor, Brian Kemp, I have a good relationship with him. I like what he's done in terms of Georgia business.
Is Killer Mike going full libertarian or just done playing political puppet? Because what he said on The View, that wasn't middle of the road. That was next level clarity. Instead of towing the party line or offering some safe, crowd-pleasing endorsement, Mike took the smarter, sharper route, one that speaks to personal accountability and real local change. And honestly, it rattled them. Alyssa's question practically dripped with expectation, like Mike was supposed to bow down and endorse Biden, but he didn't. And that silence, it was loud. Because he's not here for the political fanfare. He's looking past the circus, past the noise, and zeroing in on what actually matters. local impact, individual action, and actual results. Calling presidential elections the Super Bowl of politics wasn't a joke. It was a mic drop moment. 2 teams, endless hype, and millions caught in the show. But the second Mike showed praise for Republican Governor Brian Kemp, you could feel the room freeze. And right on cue, Sunny came swinging again, like she couldn't handle the nuance. Like any appreciation for someone outside the liberal framework was betrayal. But this wasn't Killer Mike switching sides. It was him outgrowing the game entirely.
You lost me a little bit with your support of Kemp, but let me tell you this.
Not supportive
some of
Kemp.
his policies.
I mean, that's some misinformation. You cannot like me, but don't lie on me. I saw someone I really respect, a black woman who's a commentator.
So you don't support him, you like his policies.
Well, I support
Some specific ones he named.
Beyond it, he's the governor of my state, so I have to be involved with him because I can't divorce myself. If someone is in the king's seat, I'm not going to not have dinner with the king on behalf of my people. I have to do that.
The View thought they could corner Killer Mike, but he flipped the script. That moment when he called out Sunny Hostin's dishonesty, brutal. And the silence that followed, deafening. It's wild how fast support disappears the second you step out of the approved political lane. Just ask Ice Cube. He faced the same blowback for daring to work with the right for his community. Mike and Cube aren't switching sides. They're thinking bigger. And that threatens the narrative. When he praised Governor Brian Kemp, he wasn't endorsing him. He was recognizing real results. But Sunny's reaction, proof that nuance isn't welcome on that panel. And the numbers don't lie. 22% of Black Americans are open to voting Trump in 2024. That's triple what it was in 2016. The shift is happening. Just like when Mike defended Candace Owens' right to speak on stage, even when the crowd turned hostile. That's what leadership looks like, listening even when it's uncomfortable. Killer Mike isn't picking a side, he's picking truth.
Single motherhood rate in the 1960s in Black America, and they thought that.
Now, at a
hold on. I want to finish this.
This is on your behalf. At a certain point, we can't be. At a certain point, these are black men and women, and in particular, these are black women. On some real G shit. It doesn't matter how you feel about her personally, but you cannot take the truth and be mad at who tells it to you. So just chill, bruh. Shut the up. Let her say it and receive the information. That's it.
Killer Mike is part of a growing wave in media and music. People waking up to a hard truth. The constant demonizing of the other side isn't working anymore. He's not alone. More and more voices in entertainment are realizing that real progress doesn't come from outrage, it comes from understanding. Most people, left or right, are trying to do what they believe is right. But you'd never know that watching The View, that panel's refusal to engage with nuance, it's exactly why they're losing relevance. Modern America is evolving, tired of the same recycled drama and fake moral outrage. People want bigger conversations, real unity, and honest debate. And Killer Mike's not just reading the room, he's leading the shift. Do share your thoughts in the comments and drop a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for getting the latest updates the fastest. We are working towards bringing the most unfiltered versions of America that you don't want to miss.